In today's video, I'm going to be answering a question that I get all the time on my channel. Nick, how do you trade indices and gold as a US trader?
How? I don't know.
Also things like oil, silver, and other commodities. Well, let's jump in and I'll show you exactly how. Alright guys, so here we are within my Weeble brokerage account, and I'm going to go through this and I'm going to show you guys how I can trade things, like I said, like indices and gold and such, as a US trader. The answer lies in ETFs and a stock brokerage account. Now, a lot of foreign exchange traders, people who trade currencies, sometimes they want to make a move over to indices and gold, especially US traders love to do these things as well, right? But the problem is a lot of Forex brokers, what you'll notice is that as a US client, you can't trade those assets in the form of a CFD, which is what most Forex brokerages offer.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Me? Just hanging around.
So now, you can do those things if you're trading on unregulated brokers, but the problem with unregulated brokers is your money is not actually guaranteed to be safe by any sort of regulatory body, whereas something like Weeble, which is what I am using here, does. Now, throughout this video, I want to quickly say I'm going to show you around Weeble and give you a quick introduction as to how I can do this trading that I want to do here. And then I also want to tell you guys down below in the description, there is a link that if you use, it will support my channel, but it will also get you free shares. If you're a US client and you sign up and deposit with Weeble, you'll actually get free shares, and they always have amazing promotions. One thing that is fantastic about Weeble is that when you sign up, they give you a ton of cool perks and free shares and different things. Again, click that link and see what promotions are available to you right now. If you're in the US and you want to sign up for Weeble, I highly encourage it. It is my favorite trading platform that I've ever used. And you can see right now that I'm currently in a NASDAQ trade. How am I trading the NASDAQ? Well, I'm trading what is often referred to in the trading world as the Qs, or QQQ, which is a reflection of the NASDAQ 100. So oftentimes you'll hear it called NAS 100 by Forex traders who are trading CFDs on Forex brokerages. But in the US, again, like I said, if you're trading on a regulated broker for Forex, I really recommend things like OANDA, which will also be linked down below in the description if you're looking for a Forex broker in the US. But one of the limitations with US regulated brokerages for Forex is that none of them, from my understanding, currently have also the indices and commodities that you may want to trade, barring a very select few. But again, if I'm trading currencies, I like OANDA. If I'm trading these things, I personally like to trade with Weeble. And again, the link for that will be down below in the description so that you can qualify for some extra perks if you decide to sign up. Now, the Qs are a trade that I'm in, so you can see all the details that I need to do here. I've actually created this custom window. So everything that you're seeing on the screen, I've actually been able to customize to my liking to build my ideal trading platform. And what I mean by that is that each one of these things that you're seeing on the screen, like the quotes in the top right and the chart here and the layout and how everything looks, the profit and loss down below here, you can see here's my trade. I'm currently in a nice trade here on the Qs of about $3,000 on this particular trade. All of these things are widgets which you can control. So if I want to add widgets to my platform, I can drag and drop very easily and create whatever I want to look at. Now, of course, I also have my own watch list. So if I want to pull up my watch list, I can see, I have USO, which is a good replacement for me to trade oil. I can trade GLD, which is the gold spider ETF, so that I can just trade gold through this. Now, if I want to trade silver, SLV, if I want to go to, again, the NASDAQ, or if I want to trade the S&P, SPY is available to me. DIA is a Dow Industrial, US 30 equivalent, DAX, and of course, if I want to trade bonds, I can do that as well. So why would I want to do this? Well, again, I am in the US and I want to trade my money on something that is protected, right? When you put your money in you wouldn't want to put your money in a foreign bank account that, doesn't offer you any level of protection. with a brokerage like Weeble that is regulated heavily. They use Apex Clearinghouse for their stuff, and they have all the sort of regulations that any other major US brokerage would offer you. I think that is a really valuable thing when I'm going to be parking a larger amount of money. Obviously, what I'm trading on is a larger trading account. I'm not looking to put it into something that I'm feeling sketched out about at all. So again, I have all the things that I want to put on here. I can even create new tabs and save templates. So for example, if I want to go to my new layouts, these are layouts that I've saved. So if I want to, pull up the options chain, I can actually do options as well, which personally I've been learning a little bit about options recently. So that's been kind of cool. I can, buy or sell options. And if that's something that you're interested in doing as well, that is available to you. Now, of course, I want to say, you'll see if I go to something like Euro USD here, I can still look at the chart and I can do my technical analysis, which by the way, their charting platform is also really cool. It actually appears and feels a lot like TradingView, which I love because I can do my analysis and then proceed to actually place trades in the same platform, which is incredible. So I can do all my analysis here. One thing that you'll notice though is that if I go to Euro USD, you'll see it's not available. So I still don't do any currency trading related stuff on my Weeble account. If I'm going to do currency related stuff, I trade on OANDA. If I'm going to do index, gold, commodities, things like that, I like to trade ETFs on Weeble. So there are some pros and cons to this. So let's talk about some pros. Some pros here right off the bat are that, of course, now we actually have a regulated way to actually do this, right? So I'm buying, on a safe platform. I'm not, depositing through Bitcoin or doing any nonsense like that with an offshore sort of thing. Not that I think all are bad. I don't think all offshore are bad, but if I'm going to be trading with a larger amount of capital, I just don't want to play any games. I don't want them to deny me withdrawals or anything like that. I don't want any of that. I want easy to use regulated brokerages for that. So obviously it's regulated. I can trade what I want. So obviously the assets are a big thing here, right? I can actually trade the things that I want to trade. But let's talk quickly about the cons as well, because there are cons to this and I don't want to act like there are not, to signing up with Weeble. The hours. So some of us who may have started in foreign exchange, trading currencies or CFDs or things like that, you have benefited from the pretty much 24/6 nature of the markets, 24/5 hours of the markets, where, if it's 2 a.m., you can still trade and do whatever you want to do in the middle of the night, or your stop loss can get hit, or you take profit or something. The hours on Weeble are going to be less because you're trading on the stock exchange, which is open 9:30. With extended hours, it's like, really, let's just go ahead and say this. With pre-market, you can get in as early as 8 o'clock a.m. So let's say 8 o'clock to about the close of the day, which is I think 6:30, if I'm correct about that, Eastern time. So you have limited hours. Now, of course, this is still a wide trading day, but it's not the all day long aspect of what you may be familiar with in currencies. Now, one way to avoid this is I'm trading ETFs. So some traders may choose instead to trade on the futures market, right? So futures market eliminates this problem. You can sign up with futures brokerages if that's your preference. But to me, I just don't like futures as much. I find it to be a bit confusing. And I also just, though, really like the Weeble platform. I find it very easy to use. I enjoy the charting abilities that I have on it. It has all of the things that I want in one thing. So I really don't mind trading ETFs. And as a swing trader, this doesn't bother me that much. So I'm not really affected too much by the shorter hours exposed. But another thing that I want to talk about is that, and this is just when working with regulated entities in the US or in the UK, or really even in Europe as well, leverage is going to be limited. So you don't have leverage, and leverage in the sense that you can't go, 500 to 1 or something like that with your account balance. I actually don't think that this is a con at all. If I'm being completely honest, I think I don't really use a lot of leverage at all in my trading. I don't think that it's required, especially, obviously when you're working with a larger account size, it's easier to say that, but I genuinely think that even at a smaller basis, a lot of leverage can get you in more trouble than it can get you in good. So I think leverage is not necessarily a con of trading on a stock brokerage instead, because again, you do not get access to nearly as much margin as you might get trading with an offshore brokerage. But again, I don't personally think I need that. So for me, this is a great option to trade the assets that I still would love to trade. I've traded on Weeble for a number of years. It's been an excellent platform for me to do what I like to do best, which is trade indices, trade gold, sometimes oil as well. So, and again, it's a really simple to use, simple to set up platform. I'm able to use, my stop loss here is trailed on a trade that I'm in, and, I can do all my charting and, love to use this platform. I want to remind you guys that you get free stocks when you sign up using the link in the description down below. This is an affiliate link, and transparency, the channel will be supported. We will receive something if you use that affiliate link, if you sign up with us, but you'll also get something, and you'll be supporting my channel here on the Trader Nick YouTube channel. I really do appreciate it. Have a great day. Check out your Weeble options down below if you're interested in that. Sign up. If not, then all good. I hope that this at least pointed you in the right direction in your journey to finding a better brokerage. Have a great day.